In this lecture, I am going to create change password API endpoint in Node.js. So let's open our profile.route.js file to add a new route for our change password functionalities. Route method will be post and URL will be our base URL / profile / change-password. And to change his password, and user need to provide API token through authorization header. That's why I am adding auth modular to protect this endpoint. And it will execute profile controller change_password method. Now let's open our profile.controller.js file and then let's export a method called change_password. Let's get request and response as a parameter to this method. And to change his password, an user need to provide old password, new password and confirm password fields. So let's add validation rules for our old password, new password and confirm password fields. We already added validation rules during registration functionalities inside our auth controller.js file, and we added validation rules with the help of node input validator package, and this package already installed in our project. You can see node input validator package documentation for validations, or you can follow this series for validations. Let's copy this code and paste this inside our profile controller. Also let's copy this code to add validation rules for our old password, new password and confirm password fields. So our old password field should be required and our new password field will also be required, and our confirm password field will also be required, and it should be same as our new password fields. And if validation fails, then we will return a JSON response with validation error messages with status code 422, and we are using await here, so we need to add async before this method. And I will put all of this code inside a try catch block for error handling. So let's open a try block here. Also let's get the error inside this catch block if any error occurs, and if any error occurs, then I will return a JSON response with error data from this catch block. And then I will cut all of this code from here and I will paste this code inside this try block. And if validation passes, then I will check old password matches or not, and we can check that with the help of bcrypt library compassing method. So first of all, let's import bcrypt library inside our profile controller. And then we can check the password with the help of bcrypt library compassing method, and I will put that inside a if block, and we can check the password with the help of compassing method. And inside this compassing method's first parameter, we need to provide the plain text password, and we'll get that from request body object, and we're accepting old password through this old_password field. So this will hold the plain text password, and in the second parameter of this compassing method we need to provide the hash password, and we'll get that from currently authenticated user data. So first of all, let's store currently authenticated user data to a variable current_user, and we can get currently authenticated user data from request user key, because our change password API endpoint is protected, so that an user need to provide API token through authorization header. Then only we can get currently authenticated user data from this request user key. And then I will provide hash password to this compassing method second parameter, and this will return as true if password matches, and this will return as false if password does not matches. And if password does not matches, then I will return a JSON response with message password does not matches, or password does not match. Status code will be 400 and the message will be password does not matched. This data will be blank object. And if password matches, then what I will do, I store hash password to a variable hash password, and we can hash plain text password with the help of bcrypt libraries hashing method, and inside this hashing method we need to provide the plain text password, and this time this will be new password, and we'll get new password from request body object, and the field name will be new underscore password. And inside this hashing method second parameter we need to provide the salt round. If I open our user model, we provided a salt round during registration. You see we provided 10 here, so I'll provide the same salt round inside this hashing method to hash the password. So this will hold hash password. Now I will update user's password with the help of user model. So let's include our user model inside our profile controller. So let's include our user model. Let's make it capital case, and then we can update user's password with the help of user models update one method. And inside this update one method's first parameter we need to provide the condition inside an object, and the condition will be underscore id is equal to kindly authenticate user id, because we are going to update kindly authenticate user's password. And in the second parameter we need to provide the data, whatever the data we want to update for the user, and we need to provide the data inside an object, and we'll update user's password. So this will be password, and we'll store users hash password inside our users collection, and this will return as a promise. So let's use await here, and after updating users password I will return a JSON response with message password successfully changed or password successfully updated. Status code will be 200, and after updating users password I'll create fresh JRBT token with the help of JRBT library, because user's password is updating here, so we need to change the token in the frontend library, right? So we'll return newly created JRBT token from this stage. So if I open our auth controller's login method, you see we created JRBT token with the help of JRBT sign method. So first of all we need to include JRBT library inside our profile controller. So let's include JRBT library here, because we need to use this library inside our profile controller, and we can create the token with the help of JRBT sign method. So let's copy this code from here and paste it inside our profile controller's change underscore password method. So let's paste it here, and inside this JRBT sign method you need to provide the user data. So let's get updated user data with the help of users models find one method and store it to variable user data, and we can get the data with the help of user model not update one, it should be find one method, right? And we'll get user data of kindly authenticate user ID, right? And this will return as a promise. So let's use await here, and we're providing this user data inside this JRBT sign method, and we're providing JRBT secret here, and we're providing expiry time here. Okay, and after creating this token I'll return a JSON response with data, and this time this will be user data, and then I'll provide newly created token to the JSON response. Now it's time to test our change password API endpoint from Postman. Let's open Postman, and then let's open a new tab, and then let's provide the request URL, which will be our base URL / profile / change -password, and this method will be post. Let's execute this endpoint without providing any API token. You see we are getting a JSON response with message please login to continue, because we need to provide the API token to execute this endpoint. So let's provide authorization header, and we can generate the token with the help of login API. I'm generating token for this user, you see the current password is 123456. Let's generate API token. Let's copy the token from here and paste it inside our authorization value for change password API endpoint. Now execute this endpoint. You see we are getting validation error messages for old password, new password and confirm password fields. So let's provide old password, new password and confirm password field. Now if I provide wrong old password, let's see what we are getting. If I provide wrong old password, you see we are getting password does not match. So we need to provide this message should be changed, right? If I check our, yeah, we need to change the message here. The message should be old password does not match, right? So let's change the message here. Old password does not change, sorry, does not matched. Execute this endpoint again. You see now we're getting the updated message. Now let's provide correct old password and then let's modify our new password and confirm password. You see we're getting JSON response with message password successfully updated, and we're getting the user data and we're getting the newly created token. Now if I execute our login API with the old password, this will not work because this password updated, right? If I execute our login API with this old password, you see we are getting incorrect credentials. Now let's try to log in with the updated password. You see we are successfully logged in. So our change password successfully, our change password API successfully completed. In the next lecture I am going to create update profile API endpoint. So stay connected.